Alright guys, we're here this afternoon with something that we have put on a KS7 Kel-Tec, and to be honest with you, I'm not real happy about it. On the original one, when you buy it, it actually has like a hand guard, just how like an M1A1 would have, like say from Vietnam. So I removed that, and then what it comes with on these screws for this new rail, they're very, very low grade. There's very small hex. They're not even grooved out. I don't know if you can get a zoom in right behind the Strike Fire 2. See how small that hex head is? So what happened, that one was actually not over thread locked by the company when they initially put the weapon together, because it's brand new. So when I try to get the front one out, what do you think happens? It strips, of course. And it stripped so bad that I even ordered a restripping die kit, and this screw is so weak that the die kit could not even re-spindle it. So what has gone on now is I still have half of the screw stuck down in here. So technically I only have one screw holding a rail on a 12 gauge hard hitting hut shotgun with a halo sitting on it. First thing I did is I set down what is called turbo fuse. So that actually comes with, if you guys do order the H70 Howard muzzle brake, if that'll actually come with it. I don't suggest using this on here just because it actually turns into concrete. So that's what I would use on the front. We've already gone over that on a previous Kel-Tec video, but regardless, so what I did, because it doesn't leak, and so this will drip real bad on the Loctite. So what I did is I made my first set, filled in my actual hole, filled in it again, then did it again, and then set Loctite on top. And you can see where the Loctite is hardened on top of the actual turbo fuse. So you can use Rockcrete as well, and that'll come with any kind of silencer or suppressor that you can order. You can probably order it without getting that. It just happens to come with them. So Rockcrete's also an option. I wouldn't use super glue. Super glue is not heat temperature sensitive. So any kind of red thread locker or anything that comes with any kind of brakes that you might have sitting around. So I would not use that. So the only reason I put this up here is because I'm running slugs, doing some deer hunting. So a lot of people probably think that's a little excessive on a home defense shotgun, but to be honest with you, it's very accurate at a good range because of this front brake. And the last thing I want to talk about that was not covered in the last KS7 videos that we did, there's another option for a buttstock if you don't want to do any milling work or having to drop any pins out. It's called a decelerator. And so you actually are leaving your first butt plate on there and then adding, yeah, I'd say 1.75 inches, maybe 1.5 inches. So you've actually put in another 3 inches on the back without, and all this thing does is slide on and it slides right back off. So if you don't want it on there, just pop it right back on. It makes a hell of a difference. So, but other than that, the only quarrel that I have with this is these are the actual factory screws that came with the Kel-Tec rail. So when you buy the rail, they don't come with hardware. There's no screws. So these screws are from Kel-Tec. That's the only thing on this gun that I'd say is trash. They should have spent some money and put some better screws in there, because now it's completely effed my weapon. So I cannot pull this back off and put the handguard back on if I ever wanted to, which I'm not. But just be forewarned, have a lot of pressure and maybe tap it with a rubber mallet, or not this big, but just gotta make sure it's in there real well, and go very slow and level. You never know, you can strip them both and then you're just sitting there with Rockcrete and whatever, and it's just sitting there holding, you know, but you see how it doesn't move, doesn't flick, doesn't shake. And I've shot this thing probably 40-50 times and it's still right where it needs to be. It takes a good 4 or 5 days to let these all harden and do it again and solid it up. So it is a mistake made by me, but I'm gonna say it's because of the trash metal that they used to put screws in. But also, if anybody knows Kel-Tec back in the day, Kel-Tec's kind of trash, but this is probably the only gun that I would ever buy from Kel-Tec, because the thing is a beast. A beast. It's not the bitch. The bitch is a pump shotgun that you got sitting around your bed. This is a beast. So overall, great gun though. And if you guys like the video, subscribe, and also hit the like, of course. Even if you don't even really like the gun, hit like.